right, y'all. So this is PFS home video, where we, come straight to your phone's home video style, with content. I'm talking to people. This is a person. This is Brinan Weeks.
Human being.
This is Brinan Weeks.
How are you guys doing?
This is Mike Moody, and one half of Comedy Powder, and we're just gonna shoot the shit, man. I just have some stuff.
Ask me some questions. We're just here for an interview.
Yeah, man. And then I'm gonna show you guys some of the shit that we're working on, and some of the shit that we've been working on, and some new shit. Mm-hmm. So yeah, be out.
It's like a behind the scenes, scenes. If you care,
if you
actually care,
yeah.
I mean, you can skip now. I mean, you will never get to know what we're working on and stuff.
I mean,
if you're actually interested in what we're talking about,
it's only our art. It's only our heart and soul.
I mean, you're just pouring it out for people, and if you already got the IGTV window, you could just leave now, man. Like, Click the X button. There's somebody falling, or getting hurt, right below me. There's a failed video.
Or a chick with her booty out.
Just right there. Or just your friend from high school you haven't talked to in years has an ugly baby. Or it's somebody's dog.
Somebody getting married from high school.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
Or somebody's on vacation that you just fucking hate.
Yeah, just enjoying themselves. Living better than you.
And you're just looking at it going like, why can't I be in Fort Lauderdale?
And you still follow them.
Why are they in Fort Lauderdale?
I don't know. It's a weird place. Is it Disney closed?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Everything's got COVID. Why are they outside? Fuck these people having fun outside.
I don't like that shit, man.
Fuck those people.
That shit makes me sad.
It's awful.
People outside makes me sad.
300,000 people, death pits. Death pits. You're not enjoying yourself right now.
People are enjoying
the shame.
The shame in being happy right now.
No, fuck you.
We look down on you.
Right.
You happy person.
And stop posting your ugly babies.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit about your ugly babies.
And they're fucking one day like, oh my god. All right.
It's fine. Okay, we can move on.
No, we can. All right, so man, it's been a year. What?
Okay, so what we've ignored COVID for the most part, and have just been working on sketches in close quarters with some of our close friends. I mean, there's nothing, we can't go out and do stand up, so we've been basically regulated to like small group comedy sessions, and
it's like therapy.
It's kind of like it's like not as bad as improv, but like we're like turning into people we don't like. I feel at some point. I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But I don't like improv people. I'm just gonna start there. But like, as a stand-up comedian, I mean, I know I need to get better at improv, and it's just my own insecurity in doing it. But like, I don't like to be happy or fucking ready to go.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes, and it's like, no, I have questions first. That's my problem.
The first one, why am I doing this?
Right. It's like I'm the kind of person who freezes under pressure. I was in an improv group and I stood behind stage for 20 minutes because I was frozen. I couldn't get out there.
Man, I mean,
I was like, fuck improv.
I never did improv. My only improv is in real life, man. Yes, and at work.
Yes, and.
Mike, you enjoy your weekend? Yes, and.
It was good. It was good. And the kids and stuff, and then I don't know. I don't know what to talk about with people anymore. I just go down the YouTube rabbit hole with folks, just strangers, just utter strangers. Questioning fucking Project Montauk, what the fuck that, making ships invisible. I just open up the floodgates on people now. I told a kid the other day that I thought 9/11 was a lie.
My sister did the same thing in school. Huh?
Yeah, I told the child, I was like, you know what, do you think 9/11's real? He was like, yeah, maybe. And I was like, I don't think so. And he was like, really? I don't think either. And I was like, yeah, you remember those planes? He was like, what planes? He was like, the planes that entered the buildings? He's like, yeah, but weren't those like missiles? And I was like, yo, you did the reading too, bro? Like, he knew just about as what I did, man. He's like, yeah, they didn't find any airplane wreckage. And I was like, yo, what about the Pentagon? He was like, yeah, man. Then we talked about the fourth plane that landed near Camp David, like nuclear arsenal. I don't know if we should post this.
This part is not going to be in there. This is for people who know us.
Yeah, see that. Know and love us.
Because we're red. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like we're going back to the comedy thing. The comedy thing is, I feel like I'm at this place now where like everybody's like, we only do it amongst each other.
Yeah.
So to me, like, I'm in this weird stage where like I can't woo the crowd with my jokes because they're like, they do it too. And I think Jerry Seinfeld said it. He said it best. We talking about two magicians trying to pull a rabbit out. Like nobody gives a shit. Like you.
Right.
So it's just like for me, like my main goal with comedy right now, the way it is to get a standing ovation and get canceled with the same set.
Yeah.
That's what I want somebody to be clapping and be like, man,
that was fantastic.
Man, he's gonna have to go back home. Like that's what I'm really like. I want people to be so hurt. They have to stand up and clap.
Oh, that's brilliant. Some shit is just got to be that brilliant. You'll come up with it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to.
You're working on it.
I have a couple bits. Mm-hmm. I'm done with this camera.
This camera fucking sucks.
I'm just gonna have the one.
I mean, or you could just prop it up right here. I was thinking about that, or just flip the camera around and prop it like there and just have. I don't know, maybe that would look weird.
Might be too close.
Right. Maybe you just back this up. I don't know. Whatever, man. You have a long view right here.
Yeah. So we have a long view here. That's true.
But like moving it in, I mean, that's interesting how you would want to.
It's so close.
We'll just move it out. And if anything, would you be able to get it out of the frame of the first one?
It's not in the frame of the first one, I don't think. It might be now.
Yeah, it's interesting how it would show up. I mean, that's kind of cool how it looks, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking close.
That's close as shit to us.
Well, that means we just have to do this thing.
Yeah, that's cool. That's just a cool little angle. I'm gonna just cut back to that shit minorly. Yeah, I'm gonna cut back to that one minorly because it'll just look funny to cut to.
No, it's just your.
How does that one look?
It's kind of cool. It's kind of weird, but it's really like close. Like, get me in the frame.
Okay.
Because it's interesting how that all plays out right there.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that one.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, everything kind of looks cool. Is the candles on point?
The candles are not seen in nothing.
All right. What do I want to do about those candles then? Can you move the candles in frame?
Okay, so we're almost there. We're
Right.
keeping what we're keeping. We're keeping.
Right. Some of it's fun.
It's fine. The candles are just for us. That one, that's perfect. Erykah Badu shit. That's good. You know, asymmetry.
Right.
All right, so
We're back.
yeah, so it'll be a cut. So now, I mean, I'm really trying to do that, man. I'm trying to have people clapping and being like, yo, he's gonna have to go home.
Yeah, you're gonna be out of a job, but get that recognition that you deserved, right? I guess that, you know, being respected for the craft and getting popularity, you know, are two different things. Mm-hmm. But if you're good, period, you will get recognized. Yeah. You know, some comics, man, just have a likability and just a lane and an agent and the time and the energy just to nail it. It's like, for other people, like in the trenches, like, I don't know where I'm going to get with comedy. Yeah. Right? You want to shoot to be the best. You want to shoot to get to some level. But there's so many people. Yeah. Right? There's so many people. And it's like, believing in myself is hard. It's hard. Like, everybody was like, just believe in yourself and you just got to do it every day and you just got to do the work and it's just like, you got to just push yourself and go to those things. And it's like, sometimes it's fucking luck. Yeah. And you just know what you know or the people that you know and they get you to those places and you just vibe well with certain folks. And it's like, I just want to have the balls to be included. Go ahead. With other great people, right? I want to be surrounded by great people. Yeah. You know, and to be like, oh, that's all you have to do is just keep getting those legs up and keep associating and keep doing this and keep doing that. And it's just like, you know, how do we do shows and how do we do, you know, things? Every comic's out of work. Yeah. We got to start talking to road comics. Yeah. And people who want to do sketches. That's my biggest dream is to go on tour. And just find somebody that we could work with to take us on the road. Yeah, I mean, and the thing about it is, I think a lot of this stuff, like, we're gonna go to a new normal, and some of the stuff is just destined to change. I watched a lot of turn of the century shit. That's what I watch. I watch a lot of like how Hollywood was started.
and I'm a buff for that type of shit. I'll do something. My Saturdays are getting high. If I'm not shooting sketches, I'm chilling and I'm watching, researching.
Right.
So it's interesting, the integration of film and all that stuff. We're gonna get to the film later, but how's quarantine? Like, as far as, and I know it's like sticky, I don't like it, but I'm saying I don't even like the way the question sounded. But
how's quarantine going? It's pretty general. If you're saying like, what did I eat during quarantine? Like, what did I talk about? I ate a lot.
I guess the best question.
Yeah, like, me and my wife have been eating a lot of food. I mean, good food. We've been trying to really, with like greens and vegetables and shit like that.
Yeah.
But we've been debating on going vegan.
Yeah,
we're not, but I can't.
Yeah. I mean,
you just want to eat more vegetables.
Vegetables is clutch, they say.
I just don't want to die early. I just want to eat food good enough.
Yeah, just good enough to live as long as I want to live.
Yeah, like this turns into something.
They don't have that, right? They should have that. They should be like, you can drink this much alcohol every day and live this much time.
I mean, yeah, if they gave us expiration dates based on what our vices are, like, that'd be wild. Yeah, give or take, how many years? 15 off this bitch? Like...
Yeah, I like that.
It'd be crazy. Just anything that you buy would just be like, just chances of shortening your life are quite high.
Yeah. Okay, so the other thing I was thinking about as far as quarantine is quarantine made us forget a lot of things that happen in popular culture and pop culture. Like we forgot that Doja Cat was like performing in Klan rallies and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
she was racist as fuck.
Yeah, she was just like out here. Like we forget a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff was going on, man. Like a lot
of people got outed this year.
Yeah,
a lot of people got outed this year. I mean, wasn't there other takedowns in Hollywood? I mean, we've had close friends in the stand-up comedy community get outed. Like, Krista Elliott. Krista Elliott was this year, right?
Yeah, he got canceled.
He got canceled this year.
They told that nigga get out of here. And then he had the
and
Rogan set context.
Yeah, all those comedians got busted.
Yeah, and they really decided to take R. Kelly down this year.
R. Kelly's away.
R. Kelly's away. What's fucked about the R. Kelly shit is I remember in his interview, like Kirk Franklin talking about, he told me about that shit in the 90s, I mean, like when he was right. And I was like, oh, like you knew this. I didn't know Stomp was about beating up pedophiles, but it's just really weird. But like we've just, the industry's changing, film shit's changing, and I like the touching. I like what we're doing with the film.
Hey, can I give you some of this? No? Since when do you not smoke? You don't smoke? I thought I saw you smoke weed. Just try a little bit. Just like a drag. Just a drag. A drag's not gonna do anything to you. Alright, well, you're a bitch.
Alright, and we're back. We're back now.
We're back.
Yeah, so how was it?
It was good.
It was good.
It was good. It was a quick break.
Yeah, man. Just getting that shit, getting that out there and figuring it all out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great cut. So you were saying that we're gonna talk about the Niggas in Space franchise.
Yeah, Niggas in Space
franchise.
That was like the most fun I've ever had using a camera.
Right.
It was a lot of work. I think people don't understand how much work.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of work. Niggas in Space.
We started this project in June or July.
Yeah.
I think I had a vision at 3 a.m.
This nigga right here.
And it was just Niggas in Space. Like there was just like, it was like, somebody just told me, like, just take two ideas and just put them together, right? Just, they don't have any black sci-fi films.
Yeah.
Like, extra black sci-fi. Like, you know, we get it's a little bit in the air with Soul Plane, but we're not clearing the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know, so I decided just to go out there and talk a bunch of my friends into making this little sci-fi comedy spoof. And, you know, I felt like we came together in the writing.
Oh yeah, man. We
came together in the writing. It was the excitement of doing it every day and setting up dates for it and building it together.
Yeah, I think that the thing about it was, like, the thing that really inspired me was, like, I remember the rough idea. I remember you telling me. I remember it was it was the day we shot the first half of the when you said it to everybody. You had said it to me in, like, a mic or something. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, niggas in space. And I was like, and you were saying, like, you were clear, like, it was something. But I was still like, what are you talking about? Right. And then I think we talked about it after we shot the Vape Rufio video, which they have a new project out. And we're going to...
new Vape Rufio mixtape.
Yeah, and we're going to show you a preview for that, too. But I remember that was the day, like, you were explaining it to me and Mitchell, and we were sitting there, and we're like, I was high as shit. I was like, what are you talking about? When we really started talking. And I remember I had these, like, weird sources that I had cited for just, like, certain film things. I've been just watching a lot of weird shit. But because, like, when you told me, I had been spending my time on YouTube watching a lot of those, like, serials and, like, old, I watched, like, the Batman serial, the old one, where they, like, we're calling Japanese people some crazy shit in it, and I remember, like, I thought of Buck Rogers visually, and then that one day I showed you it, and it was like, and I remember he was like, I'm busy, nigga, I'm busy. I was like, no, I just want you to see this shit real quick.
I forgot what I was doing.
Yeah, I was like, he was like, yo, he was like, I gotta leave. I was like, no, just come and watch this shit for like 5 minutes, and I was like, is it supposed to look like this? Can it look like this? And then you were like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And then, like, we went in, and I think the thing that was the most inspiring was how big it became. Because it was like, that first sketch was like the Kanye sketch, because the original draft was just us on the ship.
Right. And
then we went back and fixed it, and then turned it into the Kanye AI, the AIA. Yeah. The SpaceX Kanye West love. Mm-hmm. That was me. Yeah. That was funny, but then it turned into this whole epic, and I think
it's the fact that it spread the way it did, and even then we're still not shit because nobody really know about it in full. Like, nobody knows about it in full. Like, bits and pieces have made it to somewhere, but then we took it to Vasquez Rocks and we filmed the movie-ish. We did a 3-parter.
Yeah, I like calling it the movie.
Yeah, I like calling it the movie because it takes us from doing 3 episodes, right? Yeah. Just building the story.
Green screen.
To then
being in the same studio. Right.
I mean, the studio that we have now, like, it's just been we're kind of reaching a plateau point where we're just in it now. Like, we grew to this thing. Mm-hmm. And we still have more to do. We have so many more sketches that we gotta make, but Niggas in Space, like, really kind of solidified us as a group.
Absolutely.
And kind of made us into, like, this, we're now gonna keep making content that fits into that similar vein.
Yeah, the thing about it is, I've been out here a certain amount of time, and the status of the people, the members of the group, right? Like, niggas didn't know who I was before then, right? And now niggas is like, oh, you the nigga in space, and I'm like, you're a white guy. You couldn't call me a nigga, but it's fine.
It's fine.
I guess I appreciate it. I'm like, yeah, but that shit really was like, oh shit, like, you can create something that people like. I like the fandom of it. Right. It's like a closeness fandom. Right. And it was just like we started laughing at ourselves towards the end, realizing how black it was, without it actually being like overt in like visuals,
Right,
other than like the the gags.
Just the perspective in and of itself
Yeah,
is black.
We wrote the villain saying, "Now I can keep the black community down," which always trips me out because no white person says I can keep the. That's something.
No, it's usually just a construct of what's happening. It's
Yeah.
not actually on purpose to keep black people down ever. It's
Yeah.
always just the poor.
Yeah.
Because we're just in a lower tax bracket. We just happen to be there.
Yeah.
But like thinking about how we use the themes of like exploitation and Instagram popularity, and we really nailed a bunch of concepts. We even tackled other things like relationship issues, low key, friendship,
adventure,
responsibility, adventure. It ended up becoming a thing in and of itself. Facing adversity.
Yeah.
Toppling over the systemic oppression.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to think about niggas in space in a larger thing, like how we symbolize stuff even in the script.
Mm-hmm.
And then we wrote a movie. We wrote a screenplay.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks. Mitchell Lamar, man, fucking hauling ass.
Man,
right?
Mitchell was like...
Mitchell hauled ass.
Golly, that shit was so crazy. And it was like... I think the thing about the whole concept, it has a lot of heart.
Yeah.
And that's why... Like, I know you guys haven't read the screen... Like, the screenplay is like... It
takes us to a further level of development.
It's its own monster.
And if we actually did Niggas in Space, the full fucking movie, we should talk to Mitchell and do it, because that'd be bananas. Because it's a lot of just dialogue. It's not even really space travel.
Yeah.
I mean, space travel graphics would be like...
Yeah.
It's just a scene change.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, we really...
We gotta text Mitchell about that.
Yeah.
Like, we should just do it. Well, we can't do it again. We can't keep doing Niggas in Space, because it's just like... we have to jump out and do another... we have a new project coming up. You want to take a break before we talk about the new project?
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah,
I mean, I feel like we talked about Niggas
Oh,
in
yeah,
Space.
well, no, yeah.
This is your show. I just didn't know how much we could talk about Niggas in Space.
No, we talk about Niggas in Space a little bit more if you wanted to. It don't matter.
I mean, what other things about Niggas in Space?
Niggas in Space was great.
Mm-hmm.
So, Niggas in Space was awesome. I mean, like...
It was a great follow-up in terms of content to keep talking about Niggas in Space, because a lot of you haven't even seen it.
Yeah. And you guys will see it, because that's the whole
And it's
point.
like 8 minutes long. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's small, but like the
movie's 8 minutes long.
The movie's 8 minutes long, but like if we put all the sketches together, like
that's about 10, 12 minutes.
It's such a wild idea.
Yeah, and it's good. I think being it and setting up the director's cut, that's the next thing, man. I had some ideas of just like creating some transitions.
Right.
Yeah. But
so that's coming out soon.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
I haven't had my cigarette, I haven't had my coffee yet. If someone cuts me in this line, they're getting punched right in the neck. I'm not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood.
I'm not in the mood.
So, man, we're back. I guess,
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. And I hope that you guys check out everything that we were showing you, because it's really all on you now. Because we're going to keep on making shit.
We're keeping on making shit.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
yeah, so check it out, man. And So the Vape Rufio, the mixtape, the new project,
The new joint.
Yeah, the new joint, the not in the mood shit, like
Not in the Mood mixtape. Shout out to Carlo Mayer. Shout out to Carlo. Yeah, man.
I like the way that sounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlo.
Yeah, no, shout out to Carlo. Man, we did 5 songs in like a period of like a month.
Yeah.
And this was post-release of Please Don't Decline My Card,
Which is fire.
which is a good album.
Yeah.
We just released that in April during quarantine.
You guys check that out.
Go, Please Don't Decline My Card. Yeah, man, we put together just a small 5-song little thing, little joint. Just was kind of moving in a different direction.
Yeah.
And Not in the Mood, it just kind of explains where we're at right now. Just like a very, just lashing out at everybody.
Yeah.
Because, you know, being trapped in the house and being cut off from stand-up and being limited in all of our options and having to rethink our worldview, you know, on top of paying bills and dealing with life in general, it just doesn't make you a happy person, you know.
Oh yes.
And all the time, you know, you just keep getting more added to the plate, and so that's kind of what the reflection of what the album is. It's just where we're at.
Yeah,
with all those things.
Yeah, you guys are like. Every time you play me something, it's just getting better and better. I remember you played me the Not in the Mood, like the beat, and I was like, "This shit is so hard."
Yeah.
And I was like, and you know, there's something about you guys' music that is very serious, but it's not. It's something about it where it's like not like I don't mean like it's like brooding and dark. I mean like it's something about it is just like the shit hits. Like, you know, it hits a lot of times. People doing that type of rap, it doesn't hit. They're like, they're just.
Well, you also know us too, but like, I mean, even for the common listener, like, you know, I hope I don't know how many people actually listen to the album, but you know, Please Don't Decline My Card was just us being assholes.
Yeah. Right.
That was just we making music that no one should take seriously. You know. Because it's just being an asshole. And this one is kind of trying to take more ownership of that by like even confronting our own shit within each song. And there's a lot of stories too, a lot of approaches. You got to check out Cancelled. It's a track on there. It's really good. Just talking about, you know, sexual harassment in the workplace. Yeah. And, you know, at large with society.
Mitchell's on there.
Mitchell and Mars on that track, which is pretty dope. It's a first feature. I mean, it's the LA comedy scene, man. It's just kind of we're just talking to other folks, man. On the whole, we want other comedians to listen to the song, be like, oh shit, you can rhyme and do comedy.
Yeah. I think that was the thing that was so dope about it. I remember when we shot the video that you guys let me direct, which was fun.
That was fun.
We
we were in a sewer.
Yeah, it was a sewer shot.
We went to a sewer and then we went to a sculpture gallery.
A lot of dirty shit. We had to get our hands dirty, and it was fun, and it was fucking fun, man.
Yeah, no, it's a little adventure, man.
Yeah, responding back to the music with a video. As somebody is outsider. Yeah, you know what I mean. Not necessarily in the process was really fun, and it's just more motivation to go into the next frontier, whatever that is, which is film, a camera, screen, something.
And figuring that shit out.
Yeah, man.
So Not in the Mood should be in Spotify, Apple Music shortly. It's probably going to be released in the next couple of days. Go check it out. It's on every platform, actually. You can even find it in the search, and if you search the music, even on Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, it's in there. It'll be in there.
It'll be there. It'll be there, and you guys
YouTube.
Yeah, you guys need to listen to it. So
I'll be posting all the links repeatedly for a long time.
Yeah,
till everybody hears the album.
Till everybody hears it. I will do the same.
It's dope. Thank you.
Yeah. So the film thing, I feel like this, like with everything that we've done, it's really gotten my wheels turning with film, and I say that, I mean literally a camera out. You know, because it's like times are changing. Right. But I think the plateau, and what would you like if you could like. if you could pick a spoof or a comedy movie thing to some extent, or spoof of popular culture, that's what I want to know. If you could pick something to spoof and do, maybe long form like Niggas in Space, like what would you?
I mean, being a nerd, I don't know, man. Like, what would catch on is what my first thing is. Is like, what hasn't been done yet. You know, what lens hasn't been done, and you know, if you think about all the film categories,
yeah,
you know, like, I mean, everybody's done spoofs of all kinds of shit.
I
mean, the making a comedy out of, I mean, what would we do? Like a cancer story?
I mean, because
like,
okay,
well,
so I'll give you one example that was I saw. Well, one thing that I thought was interesting that I actually encountered. I remember I went to go see. It was the pre-release of A Haunted House with Marlon Wayans, and it was in D.C. and he was there and he was asking questions. And I remember, like, I used them as a point of reference to spoofs because you see, like, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, blaxploitation, scary movies, horror. You know, I don't know what White Chicks is. White Chicks is just White Chicks, and Little Man is just Little Man.
You know, White Chicks is a parody off of all those, like, coming-of-age teen movies where the girl has to figure out her hopes and dreams, like Princess Bride and Legally Blonde and all that other shit.
Yeah, and one thing that was interesting, one guy asked him, what will Requiem for a Dream look like as a spoof? And he was like, you are smoking some good weed, sir. That's what he said. He said, well, you are smoking some good weed, sir.
Like, what would be the next... What I like is controversy. When I said Niggas in Space, just the title alone, right? Like, verified, like, what it was. I'm pushing that envelope.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Create a title that you can't even say.
Right, exactly. Exactly. And, like, what is the next step? Like, we have to cover a lot of things, right, where we could take super serious dramas that have come out, right? Like, I mean, people have done, you know, satire of slavery. We did Django, you know what I mean, as being, like, a feel-good hero movie of slavery. But, like, you know, we have to hit something that's, like, really controversial, you know. Yeah. And I don't know what that is yet.
I know that the one thing, if there was one thing that I could take, and I'm not done watching it, but if there was one thing that I really could take and spoof, I think it would be Lovecraft Country. Because I could just imagine, like, every time you cut to, like, me as the main character, just putting on my glasses, because I feel like he just, every scene, he's, like, fucking with his glasses, like, putting his glasses on, like, and it's just, like, I think that's just, it would be funny, and anybody who knows me knows that I would fucking go wild with that shit, because I just,
he'd be with his glasses on and off.
I just would love fucking doing Lovecraft Country. I mean, it's just like, you know, serious shit is, you know, you can take something serious.
I just hate how social justice TV has gotten. Like, everything is to have, like, a positive thing in it that kind of celebrates diversity on purpose, you know? Yeah. Like, I'm getting kind of tired. Like, you know?
Yeah, because X-Men, when they did it, X-Men, we didn't know, like, Stan Lee didn't tell us he did that shit until, like, 20 years later. Right. He's like, by the way, that's what this was.
Yeah, right, about fighting racism,
Yeah, and we're like, oh, okay.
Mutants are black people. Okay. Like, that's really what it is. That can shoot lasers out of their eyes and control weather and whatever. Yeah. That's, you know, we're freaks. That's fine. Thanks, Stanley. What I would like to say, though, is... no, I feel like I hate how proud networks are of being, like, celebrating diversity. Yeah. You know, like, if there was something that I'd like to bite into that is to doing, like, maybe, like, a racist 30 Rock. You know, like... We just create this thing where it's like this all-inclusive place and like everybody's really friendly, but like low-key, everyone's racist and negative.
So it'd be like the workplace.
It'd be like kind of like a workplace, like The Office, but like make everybody horrible people.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the times you look at, you said The Office. It's funny because a lot of the times you see characters in movies and like characters and like they admit like you know that character would be racist, but you never saw that. Like Ron Swanson would shoot a black person on his front yard, but there's no Parks and Rec episode where they show
him getting altercation at a Burger King and then throwing down the N-word.
Yeah, just like that's what I would love. Like it's it just like
and then claim he just did it out of anger and he didn't know where it came from.
And then Leslie's just like trying to fix it for the time.
Yep. I mean, there's so much shit that I'd like to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really want to kind of tackle like white women's obsession with black dudes.
Okay.
Or vice versa, like the celebration of interracial couples.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
I think okay. So what I also was thinking, this is not gonna probably be on here, but I think what I think is funny is if you go back and like make mature episodes of like things that already existed, like the episode of like Hannah Montana where she like joins the Illuminati, like that's she's just like, hey Hannah, she's joined the Illuminati, and you're like, how would this fit into her summer reading? That's a lot of books.
Right. I just want to what I want to see is the grown-up episode of like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, where like Cody has like a heroin overdose because they didn't do shit and they just been living off their parents' trust fund money.
You guys are still they living on a boat, they live in a hotel.
Right. The butler's got AIDS.
Yeah, like I think the next step would be demented episodes
of Disney Channel.
Of things that already kind of exist. So Disney Channel in particular, that'd be funny.
I want to see the last episode of Jet Jackson before he committed suicide.
So Jet Jackson kills himself?
Yeah, Jet Jackson killed himself.
Oh my god. Is that why Jet Jackson's famous?
Yeah, no.
Fuck.
It turned out all of it was a lie. Like,
holy shit.
I don't know, man. It's kind of like that Caillou thing where the kid's already dead from leukemia. And, like, the whole thing is just about, like, those last moments before he passes away and him just reliving his childhood that he once had.
Is that why it's so hazy and, like, white?
Yep.
Jesus.
He's dead.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. Or, like, I don't know. Just fucked up shit, man. Like, things that need to put, like, a glaring eye to what we all ignore and take for granted. Yeah. Right? I mean, I don't know. Would it be fun to do like Osmosis Jones, except it's cancer and they lose? Like I'm just saying, like there's so many horrible things, you know. Like,
yeah, a COVID
death episode of like a shitty FaceTime call.
Yeah, like an Osmosis Jones COVID sequel.
Oh,
when he just is like, we're gonna fight it, we're gonna do, and he's like
that last victory speech, and then they
like,
fucking kills him.
Then they just die.
Just shoots him in the head. His family's crying. Like, no, it's awful things, man. I don't know. Or like, if we really did the superhero franchise, but we talked to like the contractors who have to rebuild the city.
Oh yeah, like that's like our problem.
Right, like the problem of like I gotta wake up with they fucking wrecked it again.
That's like, because that's the thing is like
the insurance company.
Yeah, because
oh my god,
because Superman like it's like you're so thankful he's not even from this planet, he'll kill me.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Batman's like
that'd be crazy for a development. We got to do superhero insurance.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I feel like you were like a car owner or something. Because you know how like every time superheroes come, there's like cars that are getting slammed.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when your car gets wrecked by the Hulk?
No, that's funny. Yeah. That's good. I like that.
State Farm. We are farmers.
Holy shit!
You hate it when your car gets wrecked by acts of God.
That shit is
crazy. Or acts of sci-fi.
Yeah, because most of the heroes, they give you the safety net. Bruce Wayne is secretly paying for everything he fucks up.
Right.
Batman.
Right.
And Superman, everybody's just scared shitless of him. So it's like, whatever. I mean, whatever. It's like,
who has to clean up all the webs from Spider-Man after he hangs them up? He lets them shits go. There's like, so much web around this
New York New York looks like a haunted house, man. It looks like, man, it's a haunted house.
It's those poor people on the fucking the scaffolding just like scraping
that shit off, and people are just like, man, I don't know what I'm like. What are we gonna do about it?
Right. Yeah. It's just in the street.
Yeah.
It's just rolling down like just tumbleweed with garbage. Just Spider-Man web everywhere.
He has a whole cleanup unit.
Fuck you, Peter Parker.
Yeah, just asshole. And what is he? Just a kid? He's just a kid.
He's just a kid, just littering.
fucking the whole city up.
Gotta fine him. I don't know. There's other bits. There's so many bits.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I mean, just thinking like, I would like to see the like coming of age movie where those white teachers who fuck students. like,
oh, that's fun. That's
like,
good.
Yeah, I think they already have a series on Hulu right now called A Teacher.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot.
And I really want to make it more pervy and like outlandishly comedic.
Absolutely.
Because like, there's so much there.
No, yeah. Look, see, the thing is, like, what I think that people like, what's funny about the type of entertainment that's being created in the mainstream, it's becoming easier and easier to like spoof, because it's like this attempt to be like inclusive of thought, and you can like just show the absurdity in it because it's just like so absurd.
That's why are we letting this happen?
Yeah.
You know, you know what I really want to do is just see those conversations, because those parents who let their kids choose their own gender. Like, I really want to make fun of that, but like, I know it's okay, it's great, but like, just saying it out loud and putting that into like, let's make it real. Right, like let's say, what do you want to be? I want to be a pony, and you're like, all right, let's get him some hooves. Like, just get it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, go on out there, buddy. Let's see how people fucking accept you. You know, like, I mean, you know what they really got to do? They got to send those kids to the hood schools and let them try to live their life there.
Yeah,
the most oppressive hood schools are the worst.
Hood schools are what they show in the movies. That's like what you see.
That's what happens at hood school.
Yeah, that's not like a joke. Are people like that teacher saving is the exception, but all that sadness,
now, all the people, the bullying,
all that sadness and depression is very real. Like without Coach Carter, like that shit is that shit.
There's that one teacher who just makes your day better because your dad's an abusive alcoholic and beating your mom. Like, there's a whole bunch of things like, just finding inspiration in those one person. I don't know. So
what we're gonna do? Basically, what we're saying is, in the future, we're gonna be, telling stories about horrible stories that touch the heart.
That's what we gotta do.
Horrible stories that touch the heart. Horrible stories.
Horrible stories
that touch the heart.
That will make you melt.
They'll melt your heart, and we're gonna do that shit. Because what else do you want us to do? Like, I mean, like, it's not like...
Okay, if we have a Lifetime movie, what do they call it when you pull the plug on somebody? The end of life support movie? Call it life support.
Life support movie. Like,
life support. Is it a Lifetime?
It's Lifetime.
It's life support.
Boop. Her life started when his ended.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Like, Stella's got her groove back.
Yes.
Like the husband died of something horrible.
Yeah, but the guy was already, like, at the hospital working. He's like, you should pull the plug. She pulls the plug for him.
Yeah.
She pulled the plugs for that weekend in Cancun. Like, that's amazing.
God damn it, getting her back blown out while her just not even cold yet.
Gone.
Oh, God.
That guy is gone, and she is like, his body's cold, but she is sweaty.
She's on vacation with a nurse.
She's sweaty. A male nurse.
Male nurse.
Blowing her back out. She's just like, I had to do this for me.
And then he just leaves her.
Oh my God.
After 6 weeks. He's like, I don't think I can do this no more. She's left with all the memorabilia.
We're so fucked up.
It's funny.
I love it.